Boom.
Good morning.
Hello.
What's up, gang? Tony, I thought you just did the Tobey Maguire greeting when you said hello. It sounded very weird. Yeah, how are you guys? How is chat? We got Brightside and LFQ competing over first. LFQ winning again. Sup, beautiful mans? You know, just being beautiful. How about yourself, LFQ? Yeah. I hope everyone had a good weekend. It was Mortal Shell weekend for me, so got my physical edition. I'll show you guys what's in here. We got the Steelbook, which is pretty nice. I think it's great. Came out pretty well. We got some postcard things here. Let me see if I can get these guys out of here for you. I'm doing an unboxing, I guess. So we got this postcard. We got this postcard. That one, pretty sweet. Is that concept art? Yeah, it's concept art. I don't think you can actually get to that vista. And I think we're back to the beginning. Yeah. So a couple little postcard deals, which are neat. And then an art book, which is small. Not excited about how small it is, but the art is really good in it. So it's kind of like Steelbook sized. It's like the size of a jewel case. But the art in here is phenomenal. It's very good.
Did that come like bundled together, or was it just all in a box?
Yeah, I showed the box. It was like in a
okay, yeah,
in a big box. You got some like really good art though. Flip through some of these. It's fucking awesome. It's good stuff. I do wish it was a larger coffee table book, like a full size normal, normal art book. So it is what it is, but I'm happy with it. I will say that I've been playing on PS5 mostly, and that's just for the convenience of being on the couch and whatnot. I do have 2 saves going. I've got my PC copy and the PlayStation copy. Mostly I was playing the PlayStation copy, beat that one this weekend. So now I got to go back through, do it again on Steam so I can get all the Steam achievements and whatnot. So LFQ says, I did buy Mortal Shell 2, but I haven't gotten into the headspace to play it yet. Yeah, it's weird because my wife was watching me play and it's not her vibes at all. And after like, a couple of hours, she would kind of just be exhausted of like, man, this is super violent, very dark. Everything is like when you kill an enemy, they make like gushy fucking wet sounds as they like exsanguinate. So it's like very gloopy and wet sounding. I mean, it's all good. It's just for me, it is something that I really enjoy, and I think for other people it could be a lot because you're just like, man, this is like so dark and like, dismal and horrifying, and I'm just like, yeah, it's great. So
oh yeah, Amy, we were like reading in the other room, and she's like, it's just like a lot of like screaming and smashing and like squishing noises.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
absolutely. But it works so well in the game,
Yep. No, totally, it's great.
I fucking love it. I beat it on Monday, and then started my next playthrough on New Game Plus with hard mode, night mode enabled. So I'm probably about like 30% of the way through that. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I want to, full complete it, do all the things. So probably do that on PlayStation and on Steam. The animations are so good. That opening animation had me very self-conscious about my own cinematics after feeling pretty decent about them recently. That's the hard part, Brightside. Like, you got to be like, why is mine not as good as I want it to be? How could I make it better? It's weird, but like we're all competing with Mortal Shell, you know?
And I know
Everyone making
Adder
a video
fiddled with
game.
the cinematics like every day for 2
Oh, yeah.
years. Like he talked about the cinematics to us probably more than most things if I think about it. So
Yep.
there's a lot of love and care put into those.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very careful consideration with like shot composition, like
A lot of relighting and
yep.
yeah.
It's so good, man. Like, and I love the animation or like choreography, I guess, the action sequences and the way they thought about it and how it should go. It's just so good. Like every single one of them, I'm like, oh my god, that was badass. It's just awesome. I've just been seeing different outlets gush over how good the game is. Yeah, the weird thing is that there are some people who hate the game, but I think that it's too hard for them.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
Did
I will say,
DSP ever play it? Do we know?
What's that?
Did DSP ever play it?
Oh yeah, Brightside. Did DSP play it? Maybe he's like saving it. I did find that as my build came together in my first playthrough, about midway through the game, I got really powerful because of the things that I chose to go for. And the middle of the game, like I killed some of the bosses in like under 10 seconds, under 30 seconds, just really, really fast. And so I was like, I hope the rest of the game isn't this easy. And then a lot more game happened after that, and it got way harder. So it's a great game. DSP Rage mentioned it. Unfortunately, your computer can't handle it. I couldn't get past an hour because my computer crashed and was getting so hot. Oh, dude, that sucks.
You rage quit Mario Sunshine? Was over one of the like no flood levels or something? The game is not hard.
This is DSP. That's the way he is.
He's got to be doing it on purpose. Like
the people, that's the endless debate.
Is
he doing it on purpose, or is he really this bad? That's why people watch his shit. Brightside Adder was saying that someone got Mortal Shell 2 to run at 30 FPS and 1080p on like a 1060 card.
It was like a really bad GPU and a like really old i3.
Yeah. So you can get it there. I'm assuming they had to mod it though, because like this person was like doing, special stuff.
Like it was like something in like the community or something. There was like a big post about it.
Yeah, so Brightside, you should see if you can, apply any of this stuff to get it to run on your machine, because it is really, really well optimized. I will say, and I don't know if this is a symptom of, Tony, what was that? Did we explode?
I don't know.
Oh, you left Discord.
And my Discord is like dead for some reason, but
okay, cool. Yeah, that doesn't matter. We don't need it. Oh, you're back.
There it is.
You can get it to run, but you're not going to burn your computer. Yeah, don't burn your computer. You can get it to run without like cooking your shit, though. I think is the point, right? Like, I think there's probably some things you can do to get it to not be super intense, so that you're not running at 100% the whole time. I think that's a fair concern.
60 i3 in the guides. If the Adder comes through, he'll know what we're talking about because he is the one that told us about it. So yeah.
And the interesting thing is, like, playing on PS5, there were some like periodic hitches, and it would just be like 30 frames dropped, which is like less than a second. It was a very small hitch. Usually didn't happen in combat. It was like as I'm loading an area, and I think it might be because the way the PS5 with physical media runs the game, because it does require the disc, and I can hear the disc spin up sometimes when it's like loading a different part of a level. So I don't know if that's the reason. And I also have a first gen PS5, not a PS5 Pro. But yeah, I played the whole game on that, and it was totally fine. I think the aesthetics and the themes and like the visuals for the game are probably like an 11 out of 10 for me. It's so fucking good. There is a little bit of jank. I ran into some bugs, but it's okay. I'm doing that thing that I said I hate, where people who play Bethesda games cope and they're like, oh, this is a part of Bethesda game charm. It's got bugs and whatnot. But for whatever reason, for me, like, I can relate to them now because I don't give a shit. I just love Mortal Shell 2. So feel more you need to repaste your cooler if it's getting hot. Actually, LFQ, that's not a bad idea. Yeah. Clean the dust out. On a different note, How to Fish was a great time for $5. Or get a new computer.
How to Fish has sold like 300,000 copies in like a week.
That's crazy.
Headline yesterday. It's crazy. Yeah.
I mean, $5 is like not a lot though. So they're not making all that much money off of it.
Yeah.
Because like
they probably thought they were going to make $0 off of it though. So
hopefully that's how they planned, and they didn't go, well, we put $200,000 into this game, because then they're going to make money, but it's a small amount. I guess it's enough to make another game like that.
Let's see.
I'm going to start DMing LFQ feet pics. Let's hope it starts paying off. Do I have to pay you to stop? Yo, that's amazing, LFQ. Yeah, you tell him, dude. I don't think LFQ's a foot guy. You're not a foot guy, right?
I don't think I'd tell you if he was.
I don't know. I feel like he might.
He's not Omni.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. No, you're right. I don't think LFQ would admit it. The shame would be too much. I'm not a foot guy. Good. Based. Brightside might be a foot guy. Or Brightside just likes the idea of the foot guy stuff, and it's just really funny, because I can see that. I think it's very funny and weird. But that's just me. Live your life. Do your thing. If you're into toes, whatever. Dude, what is this crazy ass game? You fish and then you shoot the fish when you pull it up?
I think you can like 360 no scope the fish and stuff.
Yeah, it's like a 3D multiplayer ridiculous fishing.
Somebody I've heard describe it exactly like that, yeah.
Ridiculous Fishing was very interesting. It was a good mobile game. And that's not to say that, like, at the time it was a good mobile game. And I don't know. It's very strange, because I definitely bought it. I played it a bunch, but I fell off of it very quickly. I'm not like, mobile games just don't do it for me.
Oh, this article says they sold 1 million copies in 48 hours.
That's sick. I mean, that's great.
That's fucking crazy.
So they probably made like what, $1.52 million, something like that, after all the cuts came out, taxes and shit.
If they have a publisher and other costs, probably less than that, but that's probably like the take home after they pay Steam and everything. Yeah.
It looks like they're self-published. Publisher Dazed Games, developer Dazed Games.
Okay, there you go.
What was the Landfall thing though? Maybe they shouldn't have written that they self-published. Essentially super simple gameplay. Super simple gameplay loop, great with friends for a couple hours. Yeah, totally. The friend slap genre is very interesting to me. I think we're gonna. It's weird that we've gone from, roguelite, pick one of three things, to friend slap being like the norm for indie games. Oh, dude, that bird just took the fish. What? That's crazy. Drip shrimp. Okay. This is the thing for me. Mortal Shell 2, I beat in like 33 hours, right? But I'm going to play that much of the game because there's so much to do and it's so interesting to me. I feel like a friend slap game is maybe a 10-hour game max for me. I remember back in, the 2020 times that what was the game that was super popular, like the OG friend slap? Fall Guys. So I had a group of friends that were like, dude, come play Fall Guys with us. And I was like, you guys are gonna play this one time, and I don't want to fucking buy this game to play it one time. Sure enough, bought it. We played one fucking time and I refunded it. And then like a month later, they're like, oh, you want to play Fall Guys? I'm like, no, I refunded that shit. They're like, why'd you refund it? I'm like, we played one time. I told you guys that.
And I feel like even making a friend slap game like 10, 12 hours long, like they did with like Big Walk, is like, an interesting thing to do too, because I think it's like sometimes a hard ask to say, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that same group of people together for that amount of time to be able to get this game done. Like, I don't think it's going to happen.
I also don't think, after playing it a bunch, I don't think I would call Big Walk a friend slop.
No.
It looks like a friend slop, but it does not play like one. It's a relatively serious puzzle game that is based on like, it's like a social puzzle game, which is a different thing.
They like tricked the friend slop people into playing a game that is not slop, I guess.
And I think that's why there was a bit of a debate among streamers about whether or not Big Walk is a streamer friendly game or anything like that, or if it was like bad for content or whatever. I think the reason that those people were saying that is because they were not good at it and they didn't want to look stupid. But there is downtime. So if your chat's not active and, you know, during the downtime, you can't like talk with them, I could see that being bad. But at the same time, it's got like good natural pacing for taking a break, reading chat, and talking with chat. So I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know why people are upset about Big Walk. But I've also seen some other streamers do like uncapped lobbies, like 12 plus people, and that turns into absolute fucking chaos. And I can imagine that's not great either. But in an experience like playing with one other person or two other people, it's great. It's really good for, you know, social stuff, right? It's like doing an escape room is like a team building exercise. It kind of falls into that.
That's a good category for sure.
Yeah. Cool. So that was fishing. Let's see what we got for some video game news today. There were a few things I pulled up. I did get baited by this article about Miyazaki at FromSoft. I read it as with the Duskbloods, Hidetaka Miyazaki is stepping down or something like that, but the title is actually Stepping into the Unknown. And it's just an interview where he's talking about how they leaned into PvP for this, and that was a new thing for him. He's not very good at PvP, which I think is kind of crazy because the Souls games have always had PvP. But it sort of explains why the PvP is not great in those games. It's not fully supported because I think they kind of threw it in as like a side thing that was kind of interesting. But the core of the gameplay in Souls games is single player. I did come into this not being a big PvP player. That's definitely one element of the discussion. While my nerves and reaction speeds are shot at this point, there are many other ways I can enjoy the Duskbloods and use the situation to my advantage. I like to sneak around and observe the battlefield and strike while others are fighting, or drop in as a third party and cause havoc. Just mess with the other players. I mean, I always take issue with my nerves and reaction speed is shot at this point from older people who play games, because I'm an old person that plays games and mine are fine. I don't know. It's you just gotta keep gaming if you want to maintain that, right? Like, I think people remember, oh man, when I was 20 and I was gaming for 18 hours a day, 7 days a week, I was cracked. But now that I play like 2 hours a month, I can't keep up. And it's like, well, yeah, you're not training, you're not doing the thing that keeps you. Nah, dude, I'm not a chop dunk. No way. I still got gamer skills, man.
I think it kind of goes into like in some ways, especially if you're going to make a game like that, like you got to play games to make games. Like, I know we talk about that a lot, but like,
yeah,
I don't know. The longer we do this, the more that I like really believe it, and the more that I actually lean into it, and feel like I gain a lot from doing it. And I just think that kind of is exactly the type of thing you're saying. Is like, if he just played some more multiplayer games, like, he probably wouldn't even be saying that.
Yeah, that was a constant conversation at Bungie, because I was one of the older guys, and I'd like beat up team members in PvP games, even though they're friendlies or whatever, and they would be like, man, I just don't have the reaction time that you young guys do. And I'd be like, oh, how old are you? And they'd be like, oh, I'm like 30. And I'd be like, I'm 6 years older than you. What are you talking about? I mean, I was also at Bungie when Sekiro came out, and there was a very huge internal debate about difficulty. This is when that whole difficulties and accessibility problem and all of that which I thought was really weird. But yeah, there was a raging internal debate that got so heated at the studio that they were like, leadership issued company-wide email saying like, do not continue this thread. Stop talking about Sekiro. Like, we're here to do something else. We're not here to just discuss another game the whole time. It was probably like a week. Like, people were crashing out, like yelling at each other over the difficulty in Sekiro, which is very crazy. What's up, Queen Anne? Difficulty is such an interesting topic. So I think it's pretty straightforward. I do understand why people want to have the debate and call it an accessibility issue. But for me, as someone who's made very difficult things in video games, or at least challenging things in video games, it's just what you do. It's a part of it. Like, you can't make the shit easier for everyone to play, because that's the point, is that it's a challenge. You have to make it difficult and stick to that. If you make it a ride that everyone can enjoy, it's no longer difficult, and you're missing your target audience in the first place. So I don't know. I think it's a compromise of artistic vision to make your game easier so that everyone can enjoy it. I just don't like that. This is not for me whatsoever. Player numbers have been on a steady decline. Yeah, Marathon's actually pretty bad. Marathon's at like 3K and declining. They just did, I think they do weekly updates on Tuesdays. So you saw the numbers dip, but then they shot back up again yesterday, something like that, after the update, patching, whatever. So when it was offline, obviously the numbers dip. And it got higher than it did on Saturday? No. Okay, so they have a good... Oh my god, that is a terrible trough. 10 UTC, they dropped to 1100 concurrent. So this is the other thing. When you look at Steam charts and concurrency, we've talked about this before. I just want to reiterate it since I'm talking about it again. None of this shit matters for a game that is not always online. If it is an online multiplayer or competitive game, that's when concurrency actually matters, because that's an indicator of how healthy the player population is. And that matters for a multiplayer online game. It does not fucking matter for a single player game. So anyone who's, going out there comparing like concurrency in a single player game, saying game is dead, game sucks, that's stupid. I think for the purpose of comparing like Mortal Shell 2's success, if you compare the launch day with Destiny 2 and Marathon, Mortal Shell 2 had more concurrent players on Steam than Marathon and Destiny combined, which that doesn't say as much about Mortal Shell as it does about Marathon and Destiny being very, very low population. That's the problem. Let's see. What's up, Artificial Sky? Lamau?
Artificial guy.
Artificial guy? Yeah, exactly. I heard they were getting into triple digits in the off hours. That's pretty rough. I see... Yeah, it's interesting. You can't filter by like lowest, because there are times when the game is like taken offline and stuff. So the trough that I see for the last week of Marathon is just above 1,000 concurrent players, which is not healthy for an online game that is less than a year old. They could definitely just not do it, but they've said that they locked in through season 5. You're talking about Marathon?
Yeah, they've said they have their seasonal plan locked in through season 5 or something like that.
Artificial Sky says Miyazaki adds another poison swamp every time some journalist makes an article about difficulty. Yeah, true. Yes, he does.
Have we seen the Duskblood's poison swamp yet?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think Vati mentioned it or any of the stuff I watched, but
I only know one person that was playing it, and that was Anime. So I don't know. Queen Anne says, well, like, what makes something difficult? Is what's contributing to low completion rate meaningful or not? I think looking more granular within a game is important. Yes, I agree with that. But it doesn't mean you need to be like, oh, everyone's stuck in this one part, I should change this one part. You have to be like, okay, this is a potentially problematic area of the game. I'm going to go look at this and see as much as I can about what might be making players stuck. If it turns out that your game design is making players stuck because they're confused and they don't know what they're supposed to do, like level design is a good example. You have a path that takes a fork and the correct path is to the right. And if everyone keeps choosing the left path and they get stuck there and you have data showing that, you probably need to do something about that. If it's that players are not good enough to pass a skill check with like a particular type of enemy, I think you just leave that shit alone. Don't change it. But that's just me. So like if you can see, Mortal Shell, for example, there are some enemies that are relatively difficult for players to, deal with, right? And why are they hard to deal with? What is causing players to be killed by them? Is it the amount of damage they do? Is it the speed of their attacks? Is it players aren't using any of their defensive options? Players aren't running away? Players are beating them with ranged weapons? Something like that. Like understanding that, but just like blanket nerfing an enemy, I think is generally bad. That's how you get a game that no longer has a creative soul to it, and it just becomes something for everyone. Sometimes adding something way earlier in the game can clear up a problem you're having in mid-late game. Yeah, totally. I agree with that. I think I don't like the idea of super easy modes that everyone can beat a game. I don't like that at all. I think that's a problem that plagues AAA. It's a compromise in creative vision and, artistic integrity. But, also in some ways it's a business decision. If you're like, the game is underperforming, well, that's a choice you made early on. And if you change it now, is that going to make the game do better? If it doesn't do any better, why would you change it? I think making the change, like we were talking about this. I was thinking about Mass Effect and like the Mass Effect 3 ending, and people were like super mad and complaining at BioWare, saying like, this sucked, this is stupid, it has no meaning, like why would we do this? And they cried so hard that BioWare added, patched in a different ending to it, which I thought was so frustrating and stupid. Like, just don't do that. You already captured the audience. People played your game a bunch. They got to the end of the fucking game. Like, just let it go. Like, that's it. People complained about the ending of The Sopranos, right? Did they patch a new ending to The Sopranos? No. They just fucking let it go. So that's my take on it. I think it's weird. I don't like when, gamer communities get together and bully a dev into making a decision. I really hate that. But yeah, I think to your point, Queen Anne, if you have a like readability and understanding problem from your player's perspective in the game that you made, and you realize that maybe if you introduce this mechanic earlier in a softer way with lower stakes so that players can catch on to it, learn it, and then have more success in the mid game, absolutely. But I mean, like, you're already tinkering with something. I would see that as like a lesson learned for the next game you make. Because you're not going to fix your game after it's already out. It's not going to happen. Obviously, game breaking bugs or soft locks are a different situation entirely. That's not a difficulty problem. That's a bug and quality problem, right? So you got to fix those for sure. Like for that one, I don't see any compromise on it. It's like you just have to fix it. You shipped something broken. Do you feel the option to play on easy story simply mode simply existing detracts from players' experiences who choose the regular mode? Yes. The reason I do is because of how gamer communities are. The person who played it on easy is going to go on Reddit, offer their opinion on the game, talk about it, cause a heated debate that inevitably turns into what difficulty level did you play it on? And it just opens the door for a different conversation. If you don't do that at the onset and everyone is on the same playing field, the conversation is then, man, this sucks. I can't get past this thing. And people go, get good. And then they give each other tips and everyone gets better. You learn something about yourself. You change, you grow as a person. You faced a challenge and you overcame it, right? Like that's the cool thing about video games. There are very few things in life as a human being where you can take on a very difficult challenge with, air quotes, high stakes, with like you don't die, you don't lose your house, right? Like you get to learn what it's like to overcome something, to get really, to be tenacious, to try, to get better at a thing. Like that's what I think video games has as like a very unique, benefit to people who play games. So for me, I feel very strongly in that you should not make a game with a certain difficulty level in mind as a designer and then later on put in something easy so that everyone can play it. I get that you're going to filter people out. People won't buy it. But at the same time, you're filtering out people on the top end if you make the game too easy. Your most devoted fan base is the one who's going to champion your game, talk about it word of mouth, get their friends to buy it. All of that. Those devoted fans who love the challenge and are highly invested, those are the most important gamers. I know that sounds crazy, but this is like we've seen ample data in the last 10 years of game studios trying to cater to a broad audience and completely fucking missing because that broad audience isn't going to support the game. It's the hardcore that will. And this is like an old, late 90s, early 2000s game design, paradigm of you have to cater to the core. That's what they used to call it, was the core community. And if you cater to the core, the game will be healthy. It just will. It doesn't mean you need to make the game harder. You need to turn up the difficulty. But if you just leave it like the way it is and you got people into it and they were excited, cool, you're good to go. Growing? No, thank you. Yeah, I know. It's not for everyone, LFQ. So the point of the game is to challenge you. There's only detriment to adding an easy mode toggle. I totally agree, Artificial Sky. I don't like, having a conversation with someone who loves games and being like, oh man, that game was so cool, like blah, blah, blah. And then you find out that they played it on the easiest mode possible, story mode, and then you're just like, you didn't have the same experience that I had. Like I was fighting for my life, I was in the trenches. I was fucking bleeding out with my boys. And you just walked in and like took some pictures and left, like it's not the same experience. That's why I have that issue with it. Yeah, I understand. That's a divisive opinion. That's potentially a no opinion to have as a game designer in 2026. I don't give a fuck. I will stick by that. And I think that, if I make something that's too hard, people are mad about it and the game suffers, that'll be a learning opportunity for me. If you have cheese strats, using Elden Ring as an example, you have summons and magic or shield tank builds to make things easy. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And to be fair, none of that existed in Sekiro, which I think made people upset about it. But Sekiro wanted you to play a very specific way. And, admittedly, I've started Sekiro 3 or 4 times. I still haven't completely beaten the game. But the last time I got into it, I had like a refocused, intent for how I was going to play the game. And I was like, I'm going to focus on parry. I'm going to use the parry more than anything else. And as soon as I did that, I made more progress than I've ever made in the game. I got to like Guardian Ape, which is probably a third of the way or 40% of the way through the game. Yeah, Sekiro is Sekiro. Exactly. You have to learn how to play Sekiro. It's like Guitar Hero. If you're playing on easy mode, you're not doing the same thing that everyone else is doing, and it feels bad. If you're playing on expert, you're doing something that not everyone is doing, and you're really good at a thing, and you've experienced probably some personal growth. You have dance if you're going to play DDR? What do you mean, Artificial Sky? That's an interesting perspective. I feel like having an easier mode will distract psychologically when you try and play it on a regular mode. You'll have subconscious distractions of, man, I could just not suffer at this boss if I lowered the difficulty. But I don't know if other people would agree with me. No, I agree with that, Queen Anne. I don't think that's good. I don't like that. I don't like. Yeah, it's not the same thing. Giving someone a way out is like, it's not healthy for people. I think that leads to a sense of entitlement. It's like, but I deserve to beat this. Why do you deserve to beat it? Because you bought it? If you want to beat it, you have to get good at the game. That's the whole point of a game. It's the whole fucking point. And I've said it before. Fun is somewhere in between frustrating and boredom, or frustration and boredom. Like it's in the middle, and it's broad, and it's different for every person. One person is going to get frustrated, where another person will get bored. So you need to make that little band as wide as possible to fit within the vision of the game, because there's a certain emotion that people get from overcoming a challenge, sense of satisfaction. And if you don't make that satisfying, it becomes boring, then you're missing. It's a bad design. You have to play the game the way it was meant to be played. You can't boot up DDR and expect to play a game of 2K. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Artificial Sky. I'm still trying to figure out what you meant about you have dance if you're going to play DDR. Did you mean like real dancing? Or you have to dance? Yeah, I see what you're saying. You have to dance. Like, that's the game. Literally, you have to dance. You can't just stand there and be like, I'm good at this. I won, Participation trophies. I guess that's the thing that I don't like about it. It's not the same experience, especially in a very hard game. And I think catering to a games journalist who has to play, 6 games to completion in a week because that's their job. That's their job. They chose that job. It's not, they don't deserve to have their job be easier because of, game developers. Like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the weirdest shit to me. It's a reason I'm not wanting to put hints in our game. Yes, do not put hints in, Queen Anne. It is a distraction of players. Yes, I totally agree with you, Queen Anne. I was worried that you were going to advocate for easy modes and like hints and, handing the player a win. I don't like that. But that being said, I think there's also a world in which pacing is super important as a designer. So if you give a player a really big challenge that is going to take most players some time to overcome, do not give them an even harder challenge immediately afterward. Give them a couple easy wins after that. Give them an easier puzzle, an easier problem to solve, an easier combat situation, an easier combat encounter, whatever. Just give them a couple small wins so that they rebuild that confidence to go back into the next really hard fight. That's the kind of thing. That's what I mean with pacing. I did that in both Whisper and 0 Hour. In Whisper, we had a really good natural pacing for the difficulty level of some of the things. In 0 Hour, I was working with a person who was making everything very, very, very hard. And so I had to explain to them, like, this is great. This is great. This is great. All of these things back to back become frustrating, especially because there's a timer. You learn one puzzle only to get into the next one. You forgot what you learned in the first one. So let's pace it out a little bit, spread these moments out, give the players some smoother, flowy jumping puzzles instead of one that's like super precise, back to back. And that turned out to be really good. It worked really well. Let's see. No, you didn't word it deceptively, Queen Anne. I wasn't trying to say you did something wrong. I was just nervous because we tend to agree on a lot of stuff with game design, and I didn't want to fight with you because I respect your opinion and your vision. So I was like, oh no, I don't want to fight with Queen Anne about this. Not that you would fight anyway. You're good at like letting me have my own opinion that's different from yours and not being mad at me for it. So I appreciate that, and vice versa, right? You have to come at Sekiro the way it is intended to be come at, with the paths of success that were programmed into the game. It's the nature of the game. Yeah, exactly, Artificial Sky. That's what I think is so good about it. Brightside's asking you, Tony, if the fog is making your computer go burr.
No. Not really. This fog I'm doing right now is literally a giant mesh card with a material on it, so definitely not.
Yeah.
This rest of this fog is ultra dynamic sky, but we did a perf pass a long time ago, so I haven't really messed with any of the stuff that we've got going on. So
yeah, Tony's been cooking on the fucking forest, man. It's so good.
the goal is for it to not make your computer go burr, apparently Brightside. So we'll have to see how it goes when it comes out. So I'm setting it up right now so that this kind of like double fog wall thing that I've made here, I'm going to make spawn in a box around, if you see like the red box, that's the only part you can actually walk in here. So this fog is going to kind of create a box outside of that, which will then be locked onto the player at the same distance, just so that I'm really trying to hide the edge of the road out here that you can see pretty clearly. But if we get the fog in there, it's effectively gone, and I'll get it set up such a way that like the player can't really see it, and then I think that should help kind of sell the illusion when we flip back around a little better. So
I mean, that
that's what I'm
was
doing right now.
When did you build Forest? Forest was like week 2 of Dread for like the tech for how the Forest works.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, this granted, this
It used
was
to
like
look way worse, but yeah.
yeah, and it's almost a year ago, guys. So you may not remember the tech for this. So in the neighborhood, you have the branching paths, and one of them is correct, and the other ones teleport you back to the beginning. In the forest, the way this works is that the player is inside of a square, and that square is like tessellated around the edge. There's like duplicates
exactly
of everything.
Yep.
So the player, when they get to the edge of that square, they teleport to the other side like Pac-Man. So they don't even know that that's happening. So they can infinitely walk in any direction in the forest. So there's a bunch of design considerations we have to make for that, because we need to give the player some things that they can key in on and say, oh, I recognize this. I'm back here again, because it is infinite. So that's the trick for this. And that's why Tony's, that's why we have the road in here. It's a very good weenie for you're back in the center point of the space. And then hiding the end of the road is a problem because it infinitely goes in both directions. So if the player can see the end of it, you could have some, wonkiness, and the illusion falls apart a little bit.
Yep. The illusion is almost always making sure the player cannot see the start and end, and that kind of translates to a couple of different things. But like in the neighborhood, you're not looking at the start when you get looped back around to the transition. So when you turn around, it's there, but you never knew. And in the forest, you just can't. It's almost like you can't be able to see the middle when you're on the edges, and vice versa. And then that makes it work. And we have these hallways that you go into that are inspired by that myhouse.wad Doom mod, where you can go into this U-shaped hallway, and when you're in that back U part and you can't see the start or the end, you can just teleport the player somewhere else into the same shaped hallway, and they don't even know. And that's kind of the, I guess, core of almost every illusion that we do here. So yeah,
they're called illusions, Tony.
Exactly.
What's up, guys? So we got Turning Cog, we got Vib, we got Omni. What's up, gang? Welcome. Turning Cog said, I also like to make things hard. Is this your first night? Wait, if this is your first night, you have to fight. Yeah, exactly. Vib, how's it going? It's going well. And then Brightside, what is this? The Brightside PC health fog? yeah, exactly. Someone's got to be the low end compatibility tester. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I keep a 1060 and a 1080 around for that. I don't really get them out all that often, but maybe when we're finishing up, I will, and see if we can get it running on lower spec stuff. I mean, I would love to make this run in VR, and that would be a similar type of process. You have to just get it really, really, really performant, or it's not going to run. So,
Tony, Paz1sex2 asks, is that better nodes or flat nodes?
This is darker nodes and electronic nodes. Yeah, darker nodes and electronic nodes.
Turning Cog is yelling World Star in chat.
Love it.
I'm assuming he just like kicked out a window or something, or like threw over a display case. Tony texts me so much about trying to find the right trees for the forest. Yeah, I mean, like the trees for the forest were a huge conversation for a long time. I think it's looking pretty good though.
Yeah.
Yes, we really are coming up on a year of dev work. October will be end of October will be 1 year, I think. Yeah. You'll fall on the sword. Yeah, thanks, Brightside. Shadow Crypt and DDO. I never played that one, Artificial Sky, or maybe I did. I just don't remember it.
What's DDO?
Dungeons and Dragons Online.
Oh.
Well, that's the non-Euclidean stuff I keep seeing in Portal 2 maps with the U-shaped halls. Yeah, exactly, Queen Anne. Yes.
Do they do that in Portal 2? Interesting.
We know of it from like myhouse.wad and some other stuff.
Yeah. There's a part in myhouse.wad where they like walk into this hallway in the house, and then it turns left, and then it turns left again, and then it turns left again, and he spirals around, and then he ends up in like the pool rooms. But that was a big inspiration for sure. Custom maps only. Okay, got it.
Vib said the forest does look great.
Appreciate that.
Brightside agrees with double carrots. Yeah, it's coming along, boys and girls. Yeah, we're getting there. Lake is looking really good too. So yeah, it's fucking great. Antechamber is also built around non-Euclidean stuff. I mean, I guess technically Dread is also built around non-Euclidean stuff as well. Yeah, I think it's like a core thing to every level design.
I don't know if I know Antechamber.
Oh boy, Brightside.
This looks kind of cool.
Your dad's name is Great with 2 T's. Custom maps only, not the main game of Portal 2. I didn't realize they had custom maps. That's interesting. I don't think I ever want to play custom maps in Portal. They just did such a good job with Portal that I'm not like trying to play other stuff that other people made that didn't work on the game, you know? I really should play that one, LFQ. Been meaning to. Yeah, what is Anti?
Guys, I'll definitely recommend this game, Volume, if you're into like Mirror's Edge or anything like that. I beat this game in like 1 day because I thought it was so fun. But very fun. Made in Unreal. I thought for sure this was like Source or Unity or something like that, but it's UE5. It plays great. Very fun. Kind of feels like Portal or Mirror's Edge with like a Titanfall pilot, because you have a lot of like sliding and wall running, and you go really, really fast. You can play like bunny hop, and yeah, highly recommend. Very fun. It was like $7 too.
I just looked at the Steam page for Antechamber. I don't think I can play with that art style. Everything.
The art style is interesting. Yeah,
it reminds me of like old Mac point and click adventure games.
Sure.
It was like Pharaoh's Curse or something like that is the one that I'm remembering. It was back when lines were very expensive resource wise, so there were no colors. It was just lines, monochrome.
Miyamoto sat around like, if only we had more lines, can make this Mario better.
That's some like Kojima type shit.
No, Kojima would embrace the lack of lines and make an artistic masterpiece out of it.
He'd be like, "This is a lineless game in the time of line.
The lineless type game."
Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about how Sony is getting rid of the optical drives in their new PlayStations going forward. They're pretty committed to that. An interesting wrinkle here is that Xbox is now also kind of going that way, but they have a system by which you can digitize your physical media, so you can get an entitlement key on your Xbox account that is like, I have this game, and so you can get like your back catalog all digital as well going forward. So I think that's a good compromise. I'm still not super excited about the transition away from physical media, but optical drives are definitely like long in the tooth. Some of you guys weren't here when I was talking about, playing Mortal Shell 2 on the PS5. It runs fine. I can hear the disc spinning up sometimes. The disc is required to be in the console to play the game.
Outer was telling us it does
old.
on like a millisecond tick.
Yeah.
To like make sure that you're logged in, connected to the internet, your disk is in the tray. Like it doesn't check at the beginning and then like let you go. It checks like every second to make sure that it's still that way. That's so crazy.
Yeah, that might be dev kit only stuff, but I would not be shocked if Sony did the same thing here. Oh, there he is. Adder's here. Yeah, it's active. Yeah, that's crazy shit.
And the Xbox thing is interesting because, Adder, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think you were saying that Microsoft figured out a way to serialize their discs so that they can run this program where people can effectively use their disk to authorize a digital purchase, but Sony didn't. So if Sony tried to implement that same system, somebody could just reuse the same disk to activate on every console, right? And so that means that Sony will probably just tell everybody who owns their games on discs with their next system, sorry, you can keep playing them on your PS5. Like, I don't know. That's crazy. That's a win for Microsoft. It's probably too late for them, but it's a big win for them.
Yeah. Only Good Sir says, does no optical drive mean cheaper consoles? I doubt that, dude. Unfortunately, no. There's like this rule in business that you don't reduce your prices if you like go to a certain point. It's very weird.
So I come back down after like the tariffs and COVID and stuff.
Yep. They already got the price hike. They're going to stay there.
Yep.
There will be sales, and the sales will probably drop to the original price because they can still make money off of it. But it's all calculated based on like volume and how many units are selling. And when they see dips starting to happen and they can predict a dip, then they'll do a sale and they'll sell more units and they'll still continue the trend of making money. It's the Adder. Yeah. They tell you to buy their add-on disk drive. Yup. Oh yeah, Adder, did you figure out your PS5 Pro stuff? Did you get into that situation, or you just, I wouldn't blame you for being like, man, I don't want to fucking deal with any of that. No, thank you. Yeah, welcome, Only Good Sir, and Paz162. How do I say your name, Paz? I'm just going to call you Paz, unless you want me to call you something else. Like when people say when RAM comes back down. Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, for real,
dude. It's not going to come down. So this is the thing. The way it works is a competitor comes in with a product that they can price cheaper, and that will bring prices down. But that's kind of the only way that happens.
Yep.
Prices will get so high that there's now an opening in the market for someone to release a equivalent or superior product for a cheaper price point. That's the only way prices come down.
So we're at a point with like RAM and storage where like somebody could spin up a brand new company and their entire inventory for the next 2 years would be bought out before they made their first product.
Holy shit, Adder, you still don't have your physical copy? Dude, that's crazy. Mine was projected to ship on like Saturday or Sunday, and I got it on launch day.
Dude, this is why
like 5 p.m.
I suggested you go with Target, because I used to work there. I know how they operate.
Dude, Target was on point.
Yeah, they do not fuck around.
They definitely like sliced the box top with a box cutter, but I don't care. It's okay. I open my stuff, it's fine. But if I was like, man, this was a collector's item and I'm never going to open it, I would be grumpy, because there's definitely like a box cutter mark on top of this here. You guys won't be able to see it, but it is what it is. Collector's edition is very nice. No regrets. I love this game. It's super cool. I did intentionally. So this is crazy. Adder, you'll probably like this. I played so much Mortal Shell over the weekend, as you know, because I wouldn't stop yapping at you about it. But I intentionally took a break yesterday. I was like, don't play Mortal Shell today, because you're going to like burn yourself out on it. I want to play so bad today just because of that. And that's really good. So yeah, I made myself take a break, and it's awesome because I already fucking beat the game. I beat it, and I'm playing again on, night mode. I'm like 30% of the way through. Aerodrome finally clicked for me. I committed to him. I think Adder, you might have been thinking of Smart. Smart is the dude that has like time stop, and when his health gets below a certain threshold, every damage dealing thing, including like projectiles, generates resolve. So that might have been it. So I want to try that out and see if I can play as a third person shooter. But it seems like you're in critical health like the whole time you're doing it. So I'll probably need to get some other tar stones to kind of like mitigate that and figure out a good balance. So I'm still looking.
Just like an Elden Ring when you walk into the boss fight and stab yourself a bunch of times.
Yeah,
so you're at like a quarter health, so you do the most damage possible.
Hang on, let me allow you here. Okay. Vib says hello to Adder and Cog. Nice. Vib saying hello to the boys. Dude, I'm so upset that your USPS is like your copy's gone. DDR6 gonna hit them with slightly lower prices at first to reel people in. We got early copies direct from the manufacturer, and producer was meant to ship them out. I just messaged him because I'm out of patience. I don't blame you, dude. Like, the worst feeling is when you made a thing and you can't even fucking get the thing at home because like consumers are more important. It's like, dude, like, yes, consumers are definitely important, but we fucking like bled for this for 2.5 years. Like, you should have had your copy before it went live to the public. You know what I mean?
The studio would just get a box of them.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I would want to do.
This is the studio's like lot just in case we need them for something. Here you go. Like,
yep. I would have been like, there's a copy for every single one of you. Here you go, boys. First
you guys
day,
definitely seem like you're kind of operated like, we don't know how this is going to go when it comes out, so we're going to see what happens. And I think it's probably gone as good as you could possibly hope. So
oh yeah,
it's understandable why it went the way that it did. But
glowing reviews from content creators, influencers. Yeah. Everybody fucking loves Mortal Shell, man. You get, I was talking to Adder a little bit about it. There were people who were posting like negative reviews and shit like that, and whatever. Those are the game's popular. You're gonna get haters. I wouldn't trust that shit. The game is great, guys. Put me on the spot? No, I didn't put you on the spot, Vib. I was just acknowledging the camaraderie in chat. It's good. Our planning ended on launch day. Yep. The scrappy AA, bro. Yeah, exactly, Queen Anne. You'll always get negative reviews. And the thing I was trying to say was like, even working on Destiny, Destiny was an undisputed like critical success. It was a very successful game. It made a ton of money. A lot of people love Destiny. People play Destiny, even though motherfuckers out in public still want to like talk shit. Like, fuck, dude, I ran into 2 people at the gym, was just shooting the shit with them about stuff. And they're like, oh, you make video games? I'm like, yeah, they're like, what's something you might have worked on that I might be aware of? And I'm like, Destiny. And they always go like, oh, I'm sorry. Or, that sucks, man. That game is terrible. And I'm just like, shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I'm a human being in front of you right now. I don't know you. Why are you talking shit? It's so weird. But that's just the nature of it. So, for me, I'm used to it at this point. And I just go like, yeah, I know. I hear you. That's it. Because like it's not worth being offended by it. It's annoying, but I think that's mostly it. I used to be very, very proud, and I would get offended and upset and be like, why are you being mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, this is what I do. And then people would be like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just like messing around, man. And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. So now I just go, yeah, whatever, it's fine. And it's also been 7 years since I was at Bungie, so I don't fucking care anymore. If it's good, you'll get them. If it's bad, you'll get them. Mid, you'll get them. Yes. Yeah, that's very true, Queen Anne. I don't like that we live in a time when like everyone is posting their thoughts like they're fucking, Roger Ebert. Like, my critical opinion matters the most. I create art because I'm a critic. Imagine how Adder feels when he tells people he worked on Redfall. People go, what's that? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Dude, I can relate, Adder. Destiny is like the only game that I worked on that people know of. Shockingly, there were people who know of Return to Moria that were excited. That's cool. I have the opposite feeling. I'm like, that game sucked. I don't know why people like it, but I realize over time that's just kind of like my opinion, man. You know, not a game for me, even though I worked on it. It's just not a game I want to play. I think since we were talking about difficulty, Queen Anne, I think Return to Moria is kind of in that space. It's super fucking casual. There's like no tension in Return to Moria. It's a game that if you show up and you play, you're gonna win. You just will. It's not very hard. My face when Just Cause 4 did notably better than Redfall, and that project was a joke.
I think Just Cause 4 is fairly successful, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sometimes goes that way, Adder. You're like, man, no one's gonna play this. Whatever. We tried to make it good. It's fine. And then people are like, I love this fucking game. And you're like, why? That's exactly how I feel about Return to Moria. I'm like, okay, I don't know why you like it, but I'm glad you did. That's
Is Just Cause 4 the one where you always see the meme video of like the guy in the cutscene and like the plane is like crashing down on top of them while they're having a casual conversation? I don't know. I see that video a lot.
that was the game. Says
yeah, that's the game. Okay, yep, totally.
He said it did pretty dang well, and man, that project was torture. Ugh. Sorry, Adder. Sorry to hear that, dude. Queen Anne said, I saw someone play it before. It did seem low tension. Yeah, it's very low tension. When I was on the team, I was saying like we should make this more like Don't Starve, because Don't Starve has really good tension. Why are we calling it a survival crafter if survival is like not really a thing that matters? You know, it kind of does, but it really doesn't. In Don't Starve, like your whole fucking run is over if you die. Like it's pretty good. Yeah, bro. Mocap, you don't know about me and Don't Starve, do you? You want to see something crazy, bro? I got the Shadow Chester eye bone. My Quest 2 sits in a Shadow Chester plushie that I have right here. Bam, bro. He's chilling.
And I feel like your wife is like professional at Don't Starve.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has 100% achievements.
Yeah.
She's really good at it.
We try to play with her and like we just die because she plays very hardcore and we cannot keep up. But
yeah. And she always plays as Wigfrid too, which is like a very difficult character to play because you have to fight to survive. You can't eat anything but meat. And she's great at it. She's phenomenally good at it. She did like, man, I remember watching her play like the challenge modes with like Wilson and shit. It's fucking crazy.
Oh shit, Devin chat.
You work at Clay? Bro, what the fuck, Mocap? Dude, hell yeah. I'm a huge fan of Don't Starve. I have interacted with Clay people at like PAX and whatnot. I don't think you guys send the dev team because like some of the people at the merch booth were like weird, dude. You do all the Don't Starve trailers? That's fucking sweet, dude.
That's crazy.
Why were you holding out on us, Mocap? Were you being like shy and you're like, oh, they're not gonna know my stuff. Like Bungie guy doesn't like my game. I fucking love Don't Starve, man. It's the only survival crafter other than Terraria that I've played a lot of. Like, let me get you some numbers here for my playtime in Don't Starve. All right, so Don't Starve, I've got 120 hours in. Don't Starve Together, like 30 hours. Okay, so it's not that much. I thought I had a lot more. My bad. But my achievements aren't super great either. I'm not very good at it. I think the farthest I got, my wife really wanted me to get the potato object and like go through the portals and all that. I didn't beat it. I want to say I got to the first like portal challenge and then was kind of struggling, and then I kind of set it down. Yeah, I have Mark of the Ninja. I played a little bit of that. That's a really good game. Invisible Ink, my wife really liked too. That was awesome. I played a ton of Griftlands. Griftlands is fucking sick. That's such a well-designed game.
Queen Anne, have you card battler that you streamed one time?
Yeah, but it's like a narrative roguelite card battler, which is interesting. So like the narrative really matters. Like your story choices change your run every time. Don't Starve Together is good. It's amazing. We've been updating the game as free updates for like 10 years. Yeah, dude. Don't Starve is great. Mocap, you may not have been around. I was talking about the audio design in Don't Starve. I think that's one of the things that really sucks me in. Whoever worked on that game really captured that feeling that you only get in like the the high plains in North America during like winter time. Like the way the sound is, like just the ambient sound is so fucking good, man. The mood and the feelings in Don't Starve are just immaculate. I've got Don't Starve shirts, dude. I have the full collection of the little like plastic figurines that you guys made too. We bought the entire complete box at PAX one year. I'll let the sound team know they're really great. Yeah, man, absolutely. Send them my praise. I mean, the trailers are great too, mocap. So don't sell yourself short, man. They're fucking awesome. That's cool, man. Well, I'm glad to have a fucking Clay person in the community. It's awesome. I've always kind of like tried to connect with Clay and like say what's up and how much I appreciate the games. But yeah, it's very cool to be able to finally say that to someone. So I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I'm trying to see if I have any more Don't Starve shit like floating around in my office. I mean, Shadow Chester over here is just is the boy. My wife has Beefalo plushie as well. I can't remember what she named it, but she named it something. Yeah, very good game. Very, very good game. Oh, great. We got a couple trailer devs in the community. Now we have to get a good trailer for Dread. Yeah, I mean, I would love a good trailer for Dread. I'm not really sure where to start on that, to be honest.
Yeah, implying that we weren't going to make a good trailer. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I love to see Clay succeed. I also like that people don't know how to pronounce the name of the studio. I've heard so many people call it like Clay, all kinds of shit like that. And I just, the reason I know it's Clay is because I talked to people at PAX. I'm like, how do you say the name of the studio? They're like Clay. And I'm like, oh, I get it. Like, you mold something out of clay, like you're sculpting. Yeah, makes sense. You had to make a slogan rhymes with play. Queen Anne Kille. Oh yeah, Kille is a good one. Chester Plush is super nice. The guy I work with put a ton of work into the toys. Yes, it shows. The merch for Don't Starve is very high quality. It's great. I would say the Don't Starve merch, from all my like PAX time, is equivalent to Behemoth merch, and Behemoth makes incredible merch. I think Behemoth probably doesn't make games anymore because they're just a merch company. They're a merch brand, and I would hate to see Clay go that way. You guys make some very cool stuff. Not all of your games resonate with me, but there are some that are super fucking awesome. I was like, Mark and the Ninja gets boring for me, but yeah. It's still a good game. I still have it. It's still installed. But I want to see, I need to go look at like the list of what. Yeah, let's go store page, and then I want to check the Clay Entertainment. What games do you guys have? Okay, I have not played Beast Ball. Nirmana, I have not played either. Rotwood looked kind of cool. Rotwood was the Penny Arcade thing, right? Fretless, Kaizen, I have not played. Lab Rat, Downfolk, no. Man, there's a lot of games I've not played by Clay. Beastie Ball is great. Oh, did I say it wrong? I'm sorry. Yes, it is Beastie Ball. Oxygen not included. That's another one I've played a ton of. Why is Necrodancer in here? And Stanley Parable. It's just these are the games I have that are similar. Away Team seems interesting too. Kind of into that. Don't Starve Elsewhere seems interesting. I remember that got announced. Griftlands is really good. Just as a game designer, it's so interesting. Queen Anne, if you haven't played that, it's worth checking out just to like be inspired. I've not played Quadrilateral Cowboy. No Beginner's Guide. Did you guys make Crypt of the Necrodancer? No. Okay, this is just games that are like similar. Okay. Wait, y'all do publishing now? Yeah. Away Team is crazy. That one blows my mind. Everyone needs to try Grifflands. Thank you, Mocap. I agree. I've been shouting about Grifflands for a while, and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fretless is also good. Most of those are published titles. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, Mocap, put us onto your publishing guys. And if you can't post a link, you know, in Twitch, obviously, Discord would be great. Please and thank you, Mocap. Yeah, Queen Anne, how's your publishing adventure going? Good, bad? I know you had one deal kind of work out for you, but I feel like that one probably wasn't enough, and you need more. We're looking to do our big submit soon. Nice. Submit for like a publisher package, or are you talking about like Steam page and stuff like that? Get it up on a platform. Good news, guys. Geralt of Rivia makes his debut in Diablo 4.
That's definitely not good news.
Yeah, you can play as Geralt of Rivia. Blizzard X CDPR deal is weird. I agree. LFQ goes, huh?
I saw everybody, like the game journalist sites yesterday definitely took advantage of the clickbait opportunity to word their headlines to make it look like Blizzard acquired CDPR, and everybody was losing their fucking minds, and then realized that that's not what was happening.
Oh, you got a marketing agency, not a publisher. Okay. Yeah, that's different. That's totally different. Yeah, I remember you talking about how that worked out. That's huge. What's interesting about that is that publishers typically will handle advertising stuff for you. So yeah, you might want to like talk to them about that and be like, hey, can you guys work with this other agency or something like that? I don't know. That might complicate things. I think they just hope that they can reach a new audience at a lower percent cut on sales. The Blizzard thing, Adder? Yeah.
The entire announcement was effectively just that you can get The Witcher 3 on the Blizzard launcher, and then they're doing these collabs to advertise it. Yeah.
I'm tired of this shit. I wish we stopped doing these like weird game crossovers in the name of money. But it is what it is.
I'm still sad that Jimbo from Balatro wasn't in Mortal Shell, but that's just me.
I am not sad about that. Please no Jimbo in Mortal Shell. Given that Mortal Shell has their own, or sorry, Microsoft has their own Xbox marketplace, and they insisted on being on the Blizzard launcher, store and store, says Volumes. Yeah. That's figured out. They're only going to
Mortal Shell win. Yeah, that's what's up.
To be in Mortal Shell would be crazy, dude.
It's basically Proximo already, though. So
yeah. Okay, so we got that one. Let's see what else we have in here. It looks like there's a Witcher 3 remastered upgrade path on Switch 2. I don't know. We could talk about this. I don't know anything about the GTA 6 leaks, but I know people were losing their fucking shit last week about it in every direction.
Yep. There's been a lot of GTA 6 leaks.
The leaks have been heartbreaking for our team, says Rockstar in a public comment. I mean, yes, it is. It really is. You have people planning marketing beats and doing all this stuff for a long time, talking about the cool thing that they're going to get to show for the first time, you know, plan this whole event out, and then someone just leaks that shit, and it just fucking takes all the wind out of your sails. It's so disappointing. That shit would happen on Destiny often. CDPR pretty much out of U.S. presence after canceling local projects and laying off the entire Boston studio. Yep.
Wonder if that means that dude we know got laid off.
Which dude? The guy that I was talking about?
The one who we thought died because he ghosted us.
Oh shit.
Because he was at CDPR, wasn't he?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah, he probably lost his job. Apple cut pretty much their entire Vision Pro team, including games teams. Great.
Oh.
God damn it, dude. That's fucking annoying. Vision Pro is cool. Yeah. It needed more stuff, and they obviously are going to stop making stuff for it. Okay, so GTA 6 leaks. It's likely the most anticipated game of the last decade. Over the last week, dozens of gameplay videos have appeared online unofficially. Leaks have been so prevalent on social media that fans were often shown the videos without ever looking for them.
I saw all of them except for the most recent one without looking for them. And then now I'm so invested that I heard a new one was out and I went and looked for it. So
I haven't seen any of them.
It looks incredible. Like, it looks very ambitious. So, all
right, official
tomorrow. So yeah.
Official statement from Rockstar. Dear all, we know that many of you have been waiting to hear from us regarding the events of the past week. It would be an understatement to say that having videos of GTA 6 gameplay leak in this way has been heartbreaking for our team. This is obviously not how we intended for you to see the game after all this time. We're very sorry that everything has taken as long as it has, from getting the game finished to sharing more details and official gameplay and providing the community with everything you want to know. We're very excited for everyone to see the extended look tomorrow. It's taken longer than we wanted to get it ready, but as with everything we do, we know we need to exceed your expectations. We're determined to deliver at the level you expect and deserve. While it is unfortunate that the intended game experience may now be impacted by some spoilers, we hope that everyone will wait a bit longer to experience the game for themselves on November 19th. We want to thank everyone in the community who's reached out with messages of support this past week. Your words have meant more to this team than you can imagine. Ultimately, we're making the game for you, and without you, we would not have the privilege of making games. We look forward to sharing more with you soon. Sincerely, Rockstar Games. Rockstar Games owner Take-Two reportedly issued a subpoena to Microsoft in order to find the prolific GTA 6 leaker. So it sounds like someone at Microsoft has been leaking it?
I saw the story being that they subpoenaed Discord and Microsoft because they know that the leak supposedly originated on like a specific Discord server, and then they wanted to get device IDs from Discord and then take them to Microsoft and go, what Windows computer has this device ID? And
holy shit, that's crazy.
Discord, I had seen a headline that said Discord denied that had actually happened, and that was the last I heard. But that was what they were trying to do. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. Like they want Microsoft to go, this Windows ID is used on this IP address or something like that, and then Rockstar goes to authorities from there.
I mean, hey, I'm actually in favor of that. I know it's not very gamer friendly, but leaks fucking suck. Leaks
it
are
is
horrible.
A crime by the definition of the law. If you want to just even stop at that point. So
it's what by definition of law? A crime?
Like what he's doing is a crime.
Oh yeah, because he's violating NDA and shit. Yeah,
he's accessing secured servers that he doesn't have access to. There's like a long list of things that they could prosecute him for that are not like you leaked a video game. It's like you committed a lot of crimes. So yeah, cool.
I'm good with that. People got to stop this shit. And like the worst part about it is that dude did that for like attention. That's how it always goes. The person leaking just wants the attention. Okay, so kind of surprised they bailed on the Vision. Seemingly seemed like a longer term push by them. Yeah, I agree, Adder. It's very weird. Tony says they'll have a new smart glasses division. Yeah. But the positive from all the Apple and Meta drama, Valve has hired a bunch of top engineers from both AR VR teams for Valve VR stuff. Yes, they have.
Dude, I can't believe we don't have the Steam frame yet.
Well, I mean, they're going to make it even better. I bet they're going to delay because they just scooped all this talent, and they're like, how can you make this even better before we launch?
A lot of the speculation of the delay is that they either can't manufacture them because they literally don't have the hardware because they can't get it, or pricing or something like that. But I don't know. There's a leak like once a month that's like they're going to announce it on this day. And I think it was on Monday was like the one that everybody was sure of recently, and then it didn't happen. You could just see people are so fucking mad. It's kind of funny.
I saw this, but Adder was mentioning the engineer at Meta who solo engineered all the Airlink stuff for the Quest started at Valve on Monday.
Yeah, you should read my comment after that because I think you'll agree with it.
Steam Link blows Airlink out of the water every day of the week. They didn't need that guy.
Every time I try to use the Meta Airlink, I want to throw my Quest in the trash. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, how is this acceptable to anyone? It is so fucking bad. It's okay with a USB cable, but Steam Link is such a better experience.
It is. Airlink used to be good at the launch.
You do the USB cable, or Airlink, you can't get out into the Quest OS until you disconnect from your computer. Like, yeah. They made some of the dumbest fucking decisions. Like, I can be in Steam and go into my Quest OS, but I can't be in Meta's computer thing and go into my Quest OS. Like,
yep.
I don't know.
No, I'm with you on that. Airlink definitely like fell off. Steam Link is so much better.
My USB cable wasn't working, and I was forced to try to use Airlink recently on some stuff I was doing, and it didn't work. I couldn't do the thing I was trying to do because it was so bad. So
that sucks.
3.5
billion cap loss at Take-Two because of all of it is also enough to send dude to prison for a long time. Yeah, like a fucking demonstrable like market loss of value is.
It's funny. I went and looked. Adder said that to us that one day on Discord about how they lost so much market cap, and I was like, should I even go buy some stock? And the size that Take-Two is, I was thinking like, the share price is going to be down pretty significantly. It was down like from $237 a share to like $233 a share, and that represented $2.3 billion of market cap gone. Like, that's how big Take-Two is.
That's so crazy.
That's so fucking crazy.
Is the Take-Two guy that like turbo businessman dude?
Yeah,
who's
he has a very European name that I can't remember right now.
Yeah. That fucking guy.
Yes.
OLED screens, please. What do you want OLED screens on? The
frame.
The frame. Got it. Yeah.
I think they've said that it doesn't have OLEDs though. So
Quest 4 had OLED screens and it made a big difference. Damn, that's too bad. Rip. It's super finicky, I agree, but I'm pretty sure the side of things was UX of Meta rather than the engineer building the system. I'm hopeful they do cool shit. It's funny.
I'm sure that guy is a legend if he did the entire thing solo too. And it's unfortunate it doesn't work as good as it does, but they didn't give him the resources, so I understand.
Well, actually, Tony, it is a woman, so.
Hey.
Let's see. It's funny to see Take-Two people get laid off because of finances when you look at their stock. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Curious how Vince always talks about not wanting to play early access games, but played Tarkov pre 1.0. That was because I worked at Bungie when they were making Marathon, and Tarkov was the key like reference material for that. So that's why. And Lander, to be fair, the first time I played it, I played with some of my friends who were absolute dickheads, and they made me not play the game again for over a year. And then I played it again solo, PvP, and then it started to click, and I was having a good time. And then I went to, let's see, I think the next time I picked it up and started playing it was PvE when that came out. No, they're not excuses. They're like, that's literally why. Otherwise, I would not have picked it up at all.
It's also just a really fucking good game.
It is. Yeah. Yeah, and Tarkov Pre-1 was and is better than, some full release AAA games. Totally true. I played it like a month after it came out and thought it was junk. I mean, a month after it came out, it was junk, 100%. Yeah. Like when I started
playing it was pre 1.0 6 months ago. So
yeah.
Yeah.
And when I started playing it, it had been out for like 8 months. So it had already received a bunch of content updates. Like customs was expanded. There were like 4 maps instead of 1. There was a lot more in the game when I played, and it was still pretty janky, and I was really frustrated. So turning cog, Tony is not wearing tracksuits. I am. Did you not know that? I have 2 tracksuits. I have an all black one and an all white one.
I don't wear long sleeves or pants if I can help it, to be fair.
I literally want to name my German Shepherd puppy Killa after Killa in Tarkov. Adder, they're not expensive, man. They're really not, and they're super comfy. I love the tracksuit, dude. Oh, what's up, Vigil? How you doing? Yo, thank you for the happy birthday, bro. Oh, you said again? Did you like send me some shit on Facebook? Because if you did, I haven't looked at Facebook in like 3 years. While I have a Facebook, I don't use it. It's going well though. It's great. Been playing a lot of Mortal Shell 2. This shit is awesome. You should get it. Oh no, you're good on that, Adder. I feel you, bro. I got a lot of stuff going on. I really just need a chain. That's the thing that I need. And I'm not like a gold person, so I want like a good silver chain. And then I'll be all set. People definitely double take when I get out of my car wearing a full tracksuit. They're like, "Oh shit, that guy's scary." And I'm like, "I'm just a guy." You got the pinky ring and a chain from your grandfather before he passed dialed in? Hell yeah, dude. Lander says, I'm surprised they didn't exit early access sooner, though. No, I'm not, dude. BSG was milking that shit for like 7 years, man. Tony and I should get matching dread chains. If anything, we would get the Fractal Grove logo, dude. 100%. Fat fucking medallion, diamond encrusted with the tree. Let's
Seems
go.
like a good job for the blacksmith turning cog to do for us.
Yeah, turning cog. Make us some fucking some medallions, bro. Adder, I like the Adidas ones. Puma makes a good tracksuit too. But I just got the OG Adidas. I think it's called the Phoenix or something like that. But what's nice about it is that it was cheap. I want to say it was like $40 for pants, $40 for the jacket, and you know, I expected it to be way more expensive based on people who wear them who are trying to flex. They're not very expensive. You want Amazon tracksuits? I wouldn't get an Amazon tracksuit. Medallions for what? I wasn't paying attention. The Fractal Grove logo so that Tony and I can have, chains. He was saying you're a blacksmith, so you need to blacksmith us up some fucking medallions, bro. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, matching chains would be fucking sick, dude. I'm all about that. They're pretty affordable. $60 for the jacket, $60 for pants, right from Adidas. Brown and orange edition on sale. Fuck yeah, dude. Brown would go hard. I think brown tracksuit's pretty sick. I'm not that kind of blacksmith. All good, man. You're more of like a mono steel leaf spring blacksmith, and you make like a fucking pry bar out of it or some shit. Is that your deal?
I mean, you can make us crazy, Mad Max chains like that. That's fine.
Mocap says
tattoos. Hell yeah.
I wouldn't do that because I don't have any tats, but I would support that. Imagine rolling up to a coffee shop in the E30 race car and get out on the tracksuit. Exactly, Adder. I roll up to a place in the RS5 and get out in a tracksuit, and people are like, oh shit, that guy's probably like a Russian gangster. And I'm like, no, I'm just a dude. I do wear, so I was saying I have 2 tracksuits. The white one I wear to the gym because there's chalk everywhere. And I want to wear that over my chalky clothes because, I'm not trying to get chalk all over my car. So that's why I wear the tracksuit.
You can do 5-letter knuckle tats. You just have to like hold your hand weird. But
yeah, you got to be like,
or you like show it like from the top or something. But yeah, I think that works better when you're doing like not letters, maybe. But
yeah, 1 dread per hand. I think it'd be weird. People would always be like, "What does your tattoo mean?" You'd be like, "I'm terrifying."
We could get a like hyper skate on each hand.
Hyper skate, yeah. No, we're not changing the title to Dread with 1 E. Or I guess
you can come
no
up with
A.
a better 4-letter word. We'll consider it though.
Turning Cog is looking for man with 6 fingers on his right hand. Nice. I hope you find him one day, dude. You missing a pinky over there, dog? Yeah, man, that's the price of working at Clay. They take your pinky. Yeah, exactly. Yakuza mentioned. Yeah, so Mortal Shell 2 is good. I like it. I want to play it. I want to play it more. It's so good. It's so good. Dude, Clay Knuckle Tat? Do you have tattoos, Mocap?
And how many of them are of Leon?
I don't. Aw. Tony's got tattoos.
I want more, and it's just like would rather spend money on other things, but someday I'll get a bunch.
Yeah, when we have some, extra cash, you can definitely get tats.
Yeah, I'd love to be like head to toe, but I just understand that that's like $100,000, and I'm interested in other things. So
would you do neck and face?
No face. I'd maybe do, if I was like pretty covered, I'd probably go on to like neck and hands and stuff, but
Like
I
a little
wouldn't.
bit in here.
Yeah, like some stuff could poke up. I wouldn't like. I mean, you see people do
you're
like
not
the
gonna go,
fucking
like,
handprint or
jawline.
like some shit, like look like an urukai. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
but yeah, no, I do the sleeves and stuff first probably. So. Oh, see, like I don't think about it like that, mocap. I'm just like, it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that's the trick. So
Yeah.
I have friends that have like full sleeves, chest, back, neck, all kinds of stuff like that. And I've talked to them about their tats a few times and like the choices they make. And my friend that has the best tats by far, he never knew what he wanted to get. He just found an artist he really, really liked and let them do what they wanted. And every single one of his tats are fucking amazing. They're
A lot of my like
really
arm
good.
shit back here was me going to a guy, and I had the center, and I was like, I just want this to be like bigger, but I don't really know what to do. And he just was like, okay, I got an idea, and he like drew this whole thing up, and I was like, yeah, it looks fucking awesome. Let's do it. So it was exactly like that. But I think some people kind of look at them as like a memory of like that time in your life. And so like when you start getting like wrapped up in your mind about like, oh, I don't know if I want to get this thing, so I don't know if it's going to mean a lot to me later.
Yep.
The memory of it meaning a lot to you at that time could be the only reason that you need. You could end up getting, I don't think that applies to like a band logo or something. Like you probably shouldn't get a band logo tat. That's a little cringe, but like, I don't know.
My friends who have the worst tattoos all got tattoos that they thought were meaningful, and they're fucking weird and bad and band tattoos. Or like one of my buddies has the Batman logo, like how it's normally in the middle of his chest. The person who did the art put it over his heart. So it's like he doesn't even have he doesn't have it like in the middle. It's like off to the side, and he fucking hates it. No nin tat. I would, but the same guy also has a Rammstein logo tattooed on the back of his neck. So yeah. I think that's a good tat. It looks cool because the Rammstein logo does look cool. And if you're like, oh, that's neat, or you're like, oh, that's cringe. It's a band, but it is what it is.
It's like one of those things where like I'd maybe work like a few little like references to like really important musical artists into like just little things as like a little nod in like a sleeve piece or something. But yeah, getting like a huge logo or something is crazy.
Oh, mocap, I have suggestions. Okay, so I love Nin. Nin did a collab with Quake or some shit like that. So they did like a merch run for like Quake 30th anniversary or something like that. And I bought the hoodie, which I'm very excited. I will wear that and show you guys on stream. But it's a Nin hoodie with like Quake stuff on it, which is very cool. But the best Nin songs to karaoke, or I should say, like, you got to do some crowd favorite stuff, and then you sing Closer after you get the crowd on your side, and they fucking hate it, dude. I've done it so many times. It's so funny because like I'll go up and like everyone in the bar is like looking like, oh, what's he gonna sing this time? And I'm like, I don't even want to say it on stream, but yeah, I just do that opening line, and everyone's like, oh my god. And then you see like everyone embarrassed, like looking away, like I don't want to make eye contact with him while he's like fucking singing this. You got the hoodie lander? Hell yeah, dude. That hoodie was nice. I was looking at the shirts and shit. Yeah, exactly. That's the line lander. Like an animal. But yeah, I think the rest of the merch was kind of whack. I didn't want to get like the little box. I didn't want to get a keychain. The t-shirts were already sold out. I'm a huge Rammstein fan too, so I love Rammstein. 30 Second to Mars is a homage to the greatest actor on the planet. Jeez, Adder. Trent did all the audio on Quake. Yes, he did. It was huge into Nin. There was a place in Doom Ultimate. So the bigger version of Doom that came out on PC way back in the 90s, they did Doom Ultimate with like a bit of a modding kit, so like people can make UGC levels and shit like that. As soon as people got in there, they realized that there was a part of one of the level environments that you could not get to as a player. But if you looked at the map from the top, it had the Nin logo like in red and like, you know, all that stuff. So they've been a fan of Trent's work for a very long time. So of course it was only natural that they got him on board to do Quake. I know that Trent was a Bungie fan as well, and Trent came to the studio, I think possibly to consult on doing some music, and just never did for Destiny. But I know that Trent definitely came to the studio, probably like a couple months before I got there. I was gonna do Head Like a Hole, but it's kind of repetitive. Head Like a Hole's not a fun song to sing. Like it's really not. What's your favorite Nin album, Mocap? I think mine's The Fragile or Downward Spiral. One of those two. The Fragile's probably my favorite album of all time, now that I think about it. Like, just I've listened to that more than anything else.
What's on With Teeth? I want to say that one might be mine.
That
one is Hand That Feeds.
Yeah.
And
Turning Cog
exactly the same, and
Every Day is Exactly the Same is such a good song. Yeah. I love that. I'm with you on that, Turning Cog. I'm not a big With Teeth fan, but it's definitely better than Year Zero.
Yeah.
And Ghost is pretty boring. Honestly.
And it's hard to beat Downward Spiral, of course. That has just so many good ones on it.
Pretty Hate Machine, Broken, Fixed, Downward Spiral, The Fragile. That's like the golden age of Nin. I like that I have no idea what songs you guys are talking about. LFQ, you should listen to 9 Inch Nails. It's very, very good music. Queen Anne said, wait, I saw some Rammstein shit in here. You guys were talking about Till. Yeah, but there was stuff that came out about one of the Rammstein members, right? I mean, yeah, like Till hit a few scandals. It doesn't make sense to me because of how they are as a band, and the stuff they talk about and the type of songs that they make are about, like, you know, tolerance and acceptance and stuff like that, which is weird. You wouldn't think that because it's like, you know, hardcore fucking German electro metal, but like Onedish. Oh, there you go. Mocap. The song I do at karaoke often is Onedish. It's very good. It's so good, man. And if you guys don't speak German, that just means only you. And it's basically like a tribute to all the band members and how they're best friends and they fucking love each other. So very cool music video too. They're all like, you know, mountaineering. One of them like falls and they carry his ass to the peak. It's fucking good, dude. But Onedish is like not a hard song for me to sing at all. It's fully within my range. Yeah. I don't have all of the lyrics memorized in like German spelling, but phonetically I can do it pretty solid. If the lyrics are in front of me, I'm totally fine. Okay, Mocap, favorite Rammstein album? Last night we had 9 people screaming Nickelback. Yikes.
It depends which song.
This Is How You Remind Me.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, yikes.
That song's fine.
If it was like Animals, I like that song. But
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I was conflating Rammstein and Nin because they're very like close to me in terms of like bands that I listen to. It was like Rammstein, Nin, Perfect Circle, System of a Down, Tool. Like that was all the music that I like grew up with. Nickelback is how you start a bar fight. So this is funny. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Shane Gillis and Matt McCusker, but they have like a podcast, and I will sometimes watch it. And there was this is probably a really stupid story. You guys had to be there to enjoy it. But Shane was talking about how he had just played a gig in like Minnesota, and he was at the Mall of America at TGI Fridays, just like slamming beers and being hammered. He forgot how many times he requested Rob Zombie's Dragula on the jukebox, and he put it in 8 times in a row. And people were just coming unfucking glued at the TGI Fridays, just trying to like eat a burger. And he said there was one guy at the bar who just goes, "Oh my God." And he turns over and looks at him. He goes, "Bro, do you like Dragula?" And the guy's like, "Is this fucking you? Are you doing this? Are you putting this on again?" And he's like, nah, dude, that's not me. That's not me, bro. That's crazy. I like this song though. I like the idea of Vince not speaking a word of German, but phonetically can recite Rammstein songs. That's actually very true, LFQ. I can speak some German because it's so close to English. Like grammatically, it's basically the same. Instead of separating the words, though, you have one big long word in German. So, like, I can't write it, but I can understand a decent amount of German. Yeah, I can say some things in German. Usually it's like mean things to say to somebody, but I do okay. I did Rosetta Stone a little bit. But yeah, like the Downward Spiral, I have to say Nine Inch Noise is releasing incredible stuff. Yeah, I agree with that. Boys Noise Nin collab is really good. Girlfriend plays a ton of Nin on her Goth Gamer Friday DJ sets on Twitch. Hell yeah.
What's your girlfriend's Twitch name? I want to check that out.
Yeah, shout it out, Mocap. We'll go roll through sometime. So it's on Fridays? Because like I know I don't look at guys, but I'm goth in my heart. Very much so. You know, I used to wear like spiked collars and shit like that in high school. I was very edgy. Further Down the Spiral is a decent Nin album with decent amount of hit songs. Agree. I don't like the hit songs Turning Cog as much. Like my favorite Nin songs are usually stuff that doesn't get radio play. Like Reptile is fucking amazing. Eraser's super good. I'm trying to think of what the other ones are. I need to go look at a track list for Downward Spiral. Mr. Self-Destruct is great, obviously. Piggy is incredible. Ruiner is great. Eraser, Reptile. I mean, Big Man is fine. Hurt, of course. Johnny Cash cover of Hurt, incredible. DJ Hexadecimal. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I followed. It looks like she's got a stream in 6 hours. So
yeah, I'm gonna drop a Fractal Grove follow as well.
Is she DJing today too? I want to check that out.
Yeah, I definitely want to check that out. That sounds sick, dude.
It's Funk Friday is Goth. Okay, sick. Nice.
I didn't realize that Gillis actually fully funded season 1 of Tires. Huge respect. Dude, I feel so weird about Tires. There are moments that I really like the show, and then there are moments that I don't like the show. Yeah, I appreciate that too, Adder. I also like, if you've ever watched Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast, when Shane talks about Steve Gerben, it's fucking hilarious. Like they're like very clearly friends. He was talking about how Gerben, like he calls him Gerby. He's like, Gerby takes golf very seriously. And, you know, he's telling stories where like Gerben's character on Tires is basically just how he is. He's just like that in real life. Like that's him. So like they're playing golf and Shane was like being ridiculous. And he's like, I'm here to take this seriously, Shane. Can you please just like get it together? Hold yourself with like some decorum while we're playing a gentleman's sport. It's fucking hilarious to me. Okay, Mocap said we still go to the goth club every month, and it's such a good time. Dude, so like this is weird. I'm so goth that I don't like to be around other people, so I never went to the goth clubs with all my friends. I just never did. But I listen to all the music. It's my favorite shit. Highly recommend people go to their local scene because they're great people there. Yes, actually, yes. Goths are very cool. And I'm talking like real goth, not like emo vamp or any of the other, later stuff. No offense, Tony. It's all good. I know you were a little
Sounds
emo
okay.
back in the day.
We were
But
mortal enemies in my day. I understand.
yes. But by mortal enemies, I would just be like, take a big pull of a cigarette and be like, ugh. Like
Oh yeah, no, I'd be
was
like those fucking goths. Like, fuck those guys.
so condescending. And like our conversation
Yeah.
was just a sigh. And like
They think they're so cool and their music's not even hardcore.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
yeah,
Implied disdain while we're
yeah,
listening to like fucking Robert Smith being sad.
yeah. Meanwhile, the entire school thinks we're both fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. We're all just getting bullied by everyone. It's so fucking good, man. No, I was friends with emos too. Like emos were chill. The emos got me into like, punk music and stuff. So I like that, or hardcore. Like that was hardcore I fucking love. Um yeah, and I didn't like it until the emos introduced me to hardcore. And which I guess people call screamo. Hardcore is probably a very dated term now, right?
I mean, if you want to get specific about it, hardcore is a very specific type of like heavier punk almost, and
Yeah, I think
screamo
that's
is
fair.
a different type of music, and then you have like metalcore, which is probably like the actual type of music most people are talking about most of the time. And yeah, I
Yep.
don't know. I can get off my soapbox on this one, but yeah.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
Yeah.
We like a lot of the same kinds of music. I think that's the important part.
Yeah.
Yo, LFQ with the 5 gifters. Thank you, bro. Thank you. He had to distract from the music conversation that he doesn't understand. Industrial dances away. Yes, dude. Turning Cog, I imagine, is the type of guy to listen to like Ministry, Skinny Puppy, maybe KMFDM. KMFDM is a little poppy, but hardcore's still a thing. Genres got real messy though. Yeah, exactly, Adder. That's why I don't care about it.
Like, if you've ever heard of Knocked Loose, they're a pretty popular band that is like they play like the nighttime talk shows and stuff these days. Like that is pretty hardcore, like
Okay.
to the T, in my opinion. And yeah, but it's not as heavy as like what people would consider like screamo or metal, in my opinion. So
Turning Cog, I don't mean that in a negative way. There's no call out. I just, I know people, There's nothing wrong with that. I like all that music too. KMFDM is fucking sick, dude. And when I say it was poppy, it was just not as edgy. Like I've talked to you about this before. I like Ministry. I cannot listen to a lot of Ministry. Ministry is so fucking negative and intense that I'm just like, I feel angry and bad for the rest of the day. It also doesn't help that anytime I met someone who's a hardcore Ministry fan, I'd like talk to them about music. And they'd be like, dude, you want to go smoke meth or PCP? And I'm like, no, what the fuck? What do you want to listen to ultra violent music and do like dissociative, crazy narcotics? What the fuck is wrong with you? Mocap was like, I was gonna go down to Texas to see KMFDM, but they canceled. Oh, dude, that sucks, bro. Yes, it is. It's Eurodance of Goth. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that. It's totally fine. Mocap, how do you feel about Peter Murphy? Do you ever fuck with any like new wave, like sad boy stuff? Because that shit also slaps. It's funny. I have a whole like goth music playlist for when I'm at the gym, and it's like Peter Murphy and fucking AFI, and there's what else is in there? Silverstein. Like there's all kinds of crazy shit in there. That's so good. Oh, dude, I need to add him. I didn't even have him in there.
Is like when I was in high school, the goth kids were obsessed with him because it was like when BAM was really popular and stuff.
Well, we had being older, the fake goths would be into him, but I was a skater goth, so I was into it. I just couldn't tell people I liked him. Peter Murphy is like a solo artist. Cuts You Up is a fantastic single. Yeah, Mocap, check out Cuts You Up. Or like, Wolfsheim is also really good.
What is EBM? Is that brakes?
Oh, you're listening to Cuts You Up? I think that's his biggest single. Okay, I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Yeah, everyone's thanking LFQ for the subs. I didn't mean it in a negative way either. It's just amazing how accurate you clock some of my interests. That's a talent I have. I mean, I guess it's good because I'm a game designer, right? Like I gotta like clock the people, key in on what they want to do. Most real heads. Wait, where was this? Oh, this is Tony's message. Kind of hate Knocked Loose for making their shit mainstream, though. I kind of agree with them. To be honest, weird move given they were dominating the local scene, touting support local artists for as long as they did. Yeah. I don't know Knocked Loose. So I gotta look them up.
Yeah, they were like kind of a hardcore like punk band, and now they're like very mainstream and corporate, and like people really don't like that because it's like kind of the antithesis of like everything that they're supposed to stand for, and it has like really popularized some parts of the scene, and like the shows look like they're a really bad time now from all the videos I see.
Turning Cog, what's the quote from? Is that like? I feel like this is like a Chris Farley quote. Stay golden, pony boy.
That's from The Outsiders, or the
oh,
is that the book is called?
Yeah, I think you're right, because Ponyboy is one of the members. The Outsiders is book. Thank you. I was like, that's in my brain, but I don't know why. I heard there's a lot of drama with Knocked Loose recently. I haven't followed it. Lots of bands giving them shit. Yeah, I bet it's everything Tony's talking about. It used to be
like Jimmy Kimmel or something. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't Step Brothers. That's what I was thinking of, Adder. That's exactly why I was like thinking it was a movie thing. Yeah, we got Choo Choo. What is this? Weird Dog Confetti Hype. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I wish it was a better one. I'm giving so many emotes to the Fractal Grove account. Yes, you are. Yeah. Thank him, Lander. LFQ the GOAT. Yeah, I think. Ooh, I have another one for you, Mocap. Do you like VNV Nation? VNV Nation is good electro goth music. There's a song that I can't listen to because it's meant to be like, don't unalive oneself. This is like meant to be encouraging to make you like stick around. And anytime I listen to it, it makes me want to, like, I get really, really sad, and it makes me want to self-harm, and I can't listen to it. You've heard V&V in the club? Yeah, I'm not surprised. They have some very cool stuff. There's a huge discography for V&V Nation, and I can never remember which songs I like and which ones I don't. I think Chrome is currently in my gym playlist. Chrome is really good. Yeah, What is the Future? What is the Future is not the vibes I'm looking for. I have listened to it. I want to say that also might be in the playlist right now, but I'm considering removing it. I got to put him back in there. That'll be a good idea.
Yeah, man, get fucking Wings of a Butterfly in there.
What's Wings of a Butterfly?
That's like the only hymn song that I could come up with right now.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
It's one of their more
Bullet with Butterfly Wings.
I think it's called Wings of a Butterfly.
What is Bullet with Butterfly Wings?
That's a different band.
That's a band. Okay.
No, it's not a band, but it's an album or a song by a different band.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
I definitely know.
I think that song sucks.
Bullet with Butterfly Wings is Smashing Pumpkins.
That's it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, everyone's like Smashing Pumpkins guy. My bad. The world is a vampire. Oh, that's Bullet with Butterfly Wings. I got it. Secret Destroyers. I can't do too much of it. We'll get DRM hit.
It's not in spite of my rage, I'm still just Nicolas Cage.
A rat in a cage. Trapped in Cage, Ready to Cave. There's so many you can do with that song.
Yep.
It's crazy how whiny Billy Corgan's voice is, but we're all just like, nah, this shit slaps. Just back in the 90s, man.
Definitely over time, I've come to think of him as, definitely one of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
They are so good.
Oh man, I'm trying. The tune is almost there. Rip Out the Wings of a Butterfly is like right there. Yeah, that's a good song. I need to put that in the playlist. No. It's for YouTube Lander. Yeah, that's why we play music on Twitch, because we don't care about the VOD, because all of our VODs are on YouTube.
And it's set up on OBS where the music you can hear right now, you can't hear on YouTube if you go over there.
Yep.
And it doesn't get saved in the VOD over there, and we don't get copyright struck over there.
We have to be really careful with YouTube, because what was it, like the first month we were streaming, I picked this thing up and it kicked us offline like within 2 seconds. I picked it up. That's all I did. I touched it and it was like dead. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck happened to YouTube? And then we got an email that was like, violation.
Your stream was ended automatically. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Twitch has a different moderation policy. I don't think they're using like AI tools and stuff. They have like a team of people that come through and check on stuff. We've had someone come through here a few times. We haven't seen her around in a while. But I feel like she might have been just making sure we were like on the level and not doing anything weird. So I don't know, because she showed up for like our first year and then just dipped and hasn't been around since. And that was a person with like the fucking wrench, icon, Twitch employee. Yes, exactly, Lander. Yep. That was the policy we violated, because it's live streamed. There's very careful rules. If you're making live content on YouTube, you can't handle anything that remotely resembles a firearm. If you're
it's just like stream off.
Yeah. If you're pre-recorded stuff and publishing a video, you can, but they have strict rules about what you can and can't do.
Well, they're going to analyze the shit out of that video before they let you publish it, of course, using whatever system they have. So,
and the majority of times, I watch a decent amount of GunTube, so I'm familiar with like some of the struggles, because they'll talk about it. And they're like, they change these rules so often, we don't even fucking know what we can or can't do. But yeah. Swifty Spiffy. No. This was something. It was like the name was like Desiree or something like that. It was just like a human name. I guess Landair is also a human name. But yeah, you can't handle things. You can't say certain words. All kinds of stuff like that. It's very interesting. I think it's kind of lame, but I also understand they don't want to have a platform where people are like, being amplified for being monsters and doing horrible things in real life. So I get that. I just wish there was a little more discernment about whether or not someone was doing something bad, or if they were just talking about some shit. Because, that's where you get that like muddy gray area of like, is this bad or is it normal? Anyway. Rip out the wings of a butterfly. I wish we could have nice things. Yeah, impossible in 2026. Unless you bought Mortal Shell 2. That's a nice thing.
It is a pretty nice thing.
I'm just going to keep doing it, guys. I literally, like, I know I already said it, but I took a break yesterday, and all I want to do is play Mortal Shell again, which is awesome. Shill! Yeah, man. I mean, I think to be a shill, you have to be paid, and I'm not paid. I just really like it, so it is what it is. Also, good news, guys. We've got more Jeremy G helping us with audio, so that'll be cool. We should have some more audio coming in pretty soon. Oh, yeah, Lander, tell me about War Dogs. Mortal Shill? Yeah, fair enough. Illuminous, you'll like this. I was talking to Bees about Mortal Shell, trying to convince him to get it and play it. And he sends me a DM. He's like, I think I have it. I tried, I at least installed Moral Shells, and he spelled it, Moral and then Shells, not Mortal Shell 2. So he thinks it's called Moral Shells, and I'm just letting that ride. John is looking for studios for Waveweaver. No shit. Yeah, and does it cost money is a good question. If John wants to talk to us, we're happy to talk to him. We can definitely figure out our own thing, but we're, if we can use Waveweaver and it helps with Dread, that would be fucking sweet. Like, yeah, send him our way, or send us a DM or something. We can set up a meeting, chat with him, see what he thinks and what he's feeling and all that. And yeah, it'd be cool. Obviously, like Tony's in charge of the tech stack, so if it's not going to work for us, that's Tony's call. But conversation is always welcome. War Dogs, great gameplay, very fun interactions, and core gameplay opportunities to loop. Subpar flight model. What do you think of War Dogs compared to Arma, Lander? Do you think you would go War Dogs over Arma? Or are you like, nah, they're just kind of next to each other. Sometimes I want to play Arma, sometimes I want to play War Dogs. It is UE stuff, and I know you guys got some cool stuff going on. I appreciate that, Adder. Yeah, if you want to put in a word, or give me his contact info or something like that, I'll reach out. Very happy to do that. Did the bot eat chat? Last message I see from Turning Cog is I feel called out, and that was like a week ago. I'm kidding. It wasn't a week ago. It was like 20 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago.
Oh, must have, yeah. Knows it's noon and we need to get off the stream.
Yeah. Turning Cog, the weird scaredy cat. It's doing the weird scrolling. Oh, yeah, it is.
Here, let's try this. We go to that, and then we go back to here. Did that fix it? Yep.
Hey, there we go. Wait, what's this message about knocked loose? Oh, no, it didn't fix it.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know then.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's for people who, watch the stream when we're not live. So that's a very small audience comparatively. It's probably a couple people. I don't know how it works. Different game styles, IMO. I'd go War Dogs, though I was looking for a time-bound game mode where action's fairly well scoped in an area. Arma's still preferred for slower, large-scale gameplay. So, like, actual milsim, you'd rather do Arma. If you want to just play, like, a closer to milsim Battlefield, you'll play War Dogs. Is that kind of it?
Yeah, is it a Battlefield competitor in your mind, then? Interesting.
That's correct. Okay, cool. Huh. That's really interesting because, like, I've been watching them. War Dogs guys are crazy on Twitter, so I've seen a lot of it, and I want to, I'm very curious. I want to check it out, but I want to give it a little bit more time. Closer to a Battlefield competitor, okay. Yeah, I haven't played Battlefield in a long time, and I know that there's a lot of people who feel that way. They haven't played Battlefield in a long time. Very strong launch, but kind of fell off. So I don't know if that is good or bad for the studio.
Luminous has been saying that's the main thing he's playing right now because they did the Top Gun update.
Yeah. Interesting. I've also been keeping an eye on it. Seems like a Project Reality more than Arma.
What's Project Reality?
Yeah, what's that, Adder? Don't sleep on the Danger Zone. I mean, I'm probably sleeping on the Danger Zone, dude. I got too much Mortal Shell to play. Sorry, Moral Shells. Lander agrees with that. Project Reality more than Arma. Project Reality.
Battlefield 2?
It's what spawns Squad? Okay. Dude, I'm still irritated that Burnout harassed me for months to play Squad. I played with him one time and he yelled at me the whole time and made me get on the Potato Fields fucking server. So wasted a bunch of my time. It was BF2 mod, tried to make it closer to Arma. Dev on Project Reality, so I'm a bit biased. Okay, sweet, dude.
When was that?
You're not washed, Illuminous. That's crazy. You're a gamer, dude.
I mean, it looks like this has been going since 2004, so.
Illuminous, why do you keep saying you're washed? You said that the other day. Is someone like getting to you in Halo? Are you getting bullied by teenagers? 2006, 2009? Interesting. The fuck was I doing in 2006,
I was gonna say, I
2009?
feel like Adder's younger than me, and I was playing World of Warcraft and chasing girls in those years.
I was at the bottom of a bottle, dude. That's where I
Yeah.
was. The fact that I play so much Halo makes me washed. I don't know, bro. Why are you being so down on yourself? Don't do that. You're not washed.
If you
You are
weren't
a
being so
gamer.
depressing, I would razz you and say that I agree and that you should
Yeah.
play less Halo. But I'm with Vince. Like, you're being a little hard on yourself, and you shouldn't. So
Yeah, stop that. You're a good gamer, man. I've seen you play games.
yeah.
There came a point where PR was my preferred way to play Battlefield. What a great mod. Interesting.
Making game mods from 6th grade and on, worked on Black Mesa around that time. God damn
Dude,
it.
Black Mesa is so sick, Adder. That's awesome, dude. Adder really the goat.
Adder just
Mocap
like
goes,
every day is
"Whoa."
like, oh yeah, by the way, I worked on this other crazy one. It's like, fuck.
Yeah, Adder's like the guy, the most prolific lighting and cinematic artist.
So many times I just mention a
in
game
the
in passing, and he's like, oh yeah, I worked on that. It's like, oh my god, dude.
Such a humble guy. It's crazy. You guys don't know this, but Adder is very humble.
There's definitely one time where I was watching this video about like the best mission in any COD game ever, and it's like this night mission in one of the Modern Warfare games. And I messaged Adder, and I'm like, "Man, this lighting in this level is so fucking insane." And he's like, "Yeah, I made that level." I'm like, "Oh my god."
Is it not just easier to list all the cool stuff that you did not work on? Yeah, it might be. Mocap is the most humble person he's ever met. He's Asmongold posting. I think I know the mission you're talking about.
It's like the night like stealth mission into like the house in the city in Modern Warfare 2018. Yeah.
All G'd up.
I don't think he worked on COD 4, but yeah.
Black Mesa was cool. The team was super diverse and just like random ventrilo calls. I would get text files for asset prompts and tasks. Interesting.
Do you know if your assets made it to full release? Because it took them a long time to get that game to 1.0. But yeah.
I want to make sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Black Mesa's Half-Life stuff, right?
It's a remake of Half-Life 1 made by fans that became like kind of semi-official and supported by Valve over time. Yeah.
Yo, what's up? Same team. What? How do I say your name? Oh, all gillied up. Yes, dude. Yeah. That's probably the mission, right?
No, that was on COD 4. That's why I was saying he didn't work on COD 4.
I got it. I didn't work on COD 4. Got my COD job because of COD 4 level mods. Very cool. Bunch of assets are in Black Mesa. Did a bunch of the environment work and environment materials. Wait, Adder.
Sick, dude.
Did you do any 3D modeling on Mortal Shell, or were you just did lighting, right? I saw your name in the credits and I was like, oh shit, there he is. I did the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio thing pointing at the credits. I was like, I know that guy. I did 3D modeling on Mortal Shell 2. That's fucking crazy, dude. I thought you were just
crazy because
lighting
like,
and cinematics.
You've never talked to us about modeling once.
Not one time.
Not one time.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, we've always talked like, some artist is handing Adder the assets and then putting them together into this amazing cohesive thing. But like, yeah, that's fucking crazy.
A lot of the light fixtures and sculpting of candles.
Oh yeah,
nice, dude. Because you're a Turkish citizen, it's really hard to say my name. Samet? Okay. No worries, dude. I appreciate it. I don't know if it's because you're a Turkish citizen, but yeah, no worries, dude. What's going on? How'd you get in here? I see you've got a sub there. I'm assuming you got gifted a sub from LFQ. So you're like, wait a minute, what's this sub for? I'm gonna come through and check it out. Same T is what I see. Yeah, same Illuminous. That's what I see. Same T. But Samet's fine. I'm cool calling you what you want to be called. But yeah, what brings you through? And also welcome.
So Adder, are you a Blender guy or Maya guy? You're probably Maya guy. I feel crazy that we don't know that. But
I do a lot of matte painting and level art these days, more than
I all
3D
day.
modeling. Started my career as a 3D modeler, moved to tech art and lighting out of career survival. Maya all day. Yeah.
Okay.
That's usually how it goes. I figured he was going to be Maya or Max because he's been doing it for a long
I
time.
haven't met anybody from the industry that's super into Blender, aside from people who have kind of gone like, I see that Blender is now the way, and I'm going to make the conscious effort to switch. Anybody else is like, I just use Maya forever, and that's what I'm going to keep using. So,
Adder, I already knew that. You didn't have to say you hate Max if you use Maya. Everybody knows if you use Max, you hate Maya. It's vice versa. Blender's okay, but I personally hate using it. He hates everything but Maya.
the Max people seem to me to be the most scared to try something else from the ones that I talk to.
Yeah.
Because like they're still using 3ds Max instead of all of these better tools that exist now, because
And like
what they're comfortable with. Yeah.
Fucking 2011 3ds Max.
Yeah, 100%.
And they will never update it.
Yeah. I know just a little bit about 3D modeling, and all of this is very obvious to me from just my time watching people in the industry. So.
I worked with a dude that was on 2009 3ds Max, and he ended up like getting let go because he refused to learn a new version of Max. And they were like, you have to do this, because like his leadership, art director was like, you have to learn this, dude. Like you have to, because we need it for this thing we're making. And he's like, nah, that's bullshit. I'm not going to do it. So they just fucking let him go. That dude also crazily, during some weird like company morale thing where everyone's doing like skits or whatever, he did a solo one-man act of a live performance play and pulled out a realistic looking firearm in order to use as a prop. And everyone went like, and then he's like, he takes a second, realized everyone was freaked out, and he goes, it's not real, guys. It's not real. It's airsoft. And then he like went back into character and finished his set, and everyone was like, what the fuck just happened? And then he left the company like maybe 2 weeks later. Which one is the Ableton of 3D modeling? That's such a good question, dude.
I said it's probably Maya and Cinema 4D as FL Studio, but
yeah. I got really into
it's just reinforcing the fact that he's a hipster. I like to support open source software in order to get the hang of Blender. Now I just use DaVinci Resolve.
Nice.
You got Josh using Blender to edit videos too. I remember him talking about that. Just being like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
I hate Blender. From what I gather, most 3D modeling tools are a fucking struggle in a different way. Yeah, you if you're gonna do 3D modeling, you have to learn several different tool suites, and you have to constantly be trying a new tool. It's one of the hardest jobs in the games industry because of
my favorite 3D modeler is
Claude?
Unreal fucking modeling mode.
Oh yeah. Yes, it is.
Which I know is extremely offensive to most 3D modeling people, but they actually did a good job of making it like user friendly for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, I think, because I can get away with a lot in
there. Queen Anne said oof awkward. Which part was oof? Was it because of the banter? We were razzing somebody? Because we definitely be doing that. Resolve is the goat. Resolve's pretty good. I know Tony really likes it.
Resolve is better than any of the paid options, I think, and it's free. So
yeah. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. That's true.
I've started doing client work for like professional video editing company, and they only use Resolve.
Oh, there you go. Mocap said I'm switching to Unreal Engine for modeling. Wish me luck. I mean, Tony believes in you.
I definitely, if I could probably say like I mostly learned how to model in Unreal initially, and then did actually get to a point where I was like, okay, I have to go to Blender because I cannot do things in Unreal that I need to be able to do that I can do in Blender very easily. And so that's unfortunate, and it would be cool if they got the modeling tools to a point where that wasn't the case. But going through that did help me understand Blender a lot better. And there's a thing you can do called mouse viewport navigation in Blender or something that makes the viewport work the same as Unreal, and that changed my life. So highly recommend checking that out.
Take it easy, LFQ. Thank you for the gifters, brother.
Oh, Mocap says it was a joke. I mean, you never know, dude.
There's some clutch tools in there I use rather than round tripping stuff. Yeah, that's real.
That's what I do. Is I try to see if I can do something basic in here and get away with it, and then go to Blender if I can't. But
what's up, Marengo? Guys, do you think I drove Samet away when I was like, I don't think it's because you're Turkish, bro. It's fine. And then he goes, yeah, fine. And then just hasn't said anything since. I asked him a couple more questions. Dude just dipped.
We should probably dip too.
I agree. Sorry, Marengo. I know you just got here, but yeah, we gotta take off there, brother. Who's raid, guys? Do we raid? Or do we just let it, turn you all loose into the ether to figure out what to do with yourselves?
We got a Warka. Let me see what else I can find. Warka's the only one in my people that I follow. But
Gotcha. Probably gonna go to Woody Devs. I mean,
we could do Woody. I like Woody.
Yeah, we've never raided Woody. I don't think
so. Woody. Yeah.
All right, sweet. Yeah, no worries, mocap. We will oblige.
Woody has taught me many unreal things over the years. So.
All right, Woody Devs. Is it like a weird,
claymation looking dude?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, cool.
Totally.
With like a beanie and long hair. Beanie. All right. Yep. Sweet. Yep. All right, gang. We're gonna send you over to Woody Devs. Holler. Woody Devs doesn't have very many people in there, so say what's up. Give him a big tree welcome and all that stuff. So
we'll be back tomorrow, 2 p.m. Mountain.
Absolutely. Woody just posted in chat, I forgot to go pee. So, wait till Woody comes back and then
have him come back to just the tree spam. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Spam trees until Woody comes back. Yeah. All right, y'all. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't forget, go buy Mortal Shell 2. All right, later, y'all.